All right, guys, it's day 2 and our brisket is done. Let's go take a look at it. All right, so first thing we got down here, these are our 2 drip pans. All the oil and that juice came right into here and we saved it. That's perfect. It's gonna make for perfect split ends later. As you can see, I'm gonna try to clear out some of this smoke so you can see. Because it's been smoking and at the low temperature, it's not actually blackened. Some people will give you a higher temperature, it gets blackened. This is actually nicely caramelized. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take it out, put it on our cutting board and separate the first cut and the second cut. So, here we go, guys. So from yesterday, we wanted to try a little experiment, which was putting the fat pieces on top. I'm telling you, this was a really good experiment. These are nice and crispy. On the outside, they taste beautiful. They're a little salty, sweet, caramelly. So we're gonna put these aside right now. Okay. Now we're left with our whole brisket and we need to separate the 2 points. So, I'm gonna turn it like this so you can see there's a little separation. It's like a cliff, if you will. It comes down into here, and that's the separation of the 2 pieces of meat. So we're gonna cut down from over here and just follow the fat line to separate our 2 pieces. So this is the beginning of the seam, as you can see from over here. And you just gotta cut along it. If you ever need help, listen, your finger just goes through and you could find out where the separation is. You'll feel it, it's very easy. So let's do that now. So now, as you can see, this is our top piece, this is the point. This is your money maker right over here. This is what they call first cut. If you'll see this pink little line that's coming across the meat, that's the smoke ring. That's how you know that your meat's been smoked for a good couple of hours. So let me turn this way for you right over here. I'm also gonna make these as thin as possible. And that's exactly how you're gonna cut your brisket. Then when you're done, I like to just optionally soak it in that juice that we had in those pans, put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, and yeah, it's good to go. So last but not least, we got the point. So now the traditional way what people like to do with this is cut this in chunks, and they go about like an inch, inch and a half by an inch, inch and a half. They go this way and this way. Then afterwards they'll take it and that juice that we had that we saved in the with the barbecue drippings, they'll put it in that for about an hour and a half. Me, what I like to do, I like to barbecue it straight up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing and cut it the same way that they do. So against the grain, be very careful. See how delicate it is? It's already falling apart. Put that aside. Okay, let's put these over here. All right, so if you see, this is a perfect little square, nice and juicy. Still a lot of fat in there. So I'm gonna drench this in barbecue sauce, put it on a hot grill it. That way it's gonna caramelize all over this thing. It's gonna be so good. So now on to our next portion. Like I said, we can either do this the Dangoor way, which is you put it in hot barbecue sauce and grill it until it's caramelized all over, or you could put it in those drippings for an hour and a half and back on in the grill at about like 250, 300 degrees. So now we're gonna drench these guys in a little bit of barbecue sauce and throw it on the grill. This is the Dangoor way. So just put a nice little coating over it. All right, and just shake it around and toss it. Boom, these guys are now perfectly coated. Yeah, let's put a little bit more. Never hurt too much. All right, come, let's do this. We got our hot grill going. Put this down. You can hear that sizzle. I'm just gonna work with about 6 of them right now, just so I can show you. We'll close it for a couple of minutes to get it nice and warm. So after about 5-10 minutes of flipping and turning this guy, let's go see how it's looking. Oh, they're beautiful. So if you can see, oh, we got perfect grill marks on it. But even more importantly, you can see that it's all caramelized. And that's a beautiful thing, you know, it just stuck to the meat. Now, actually, one thing that I want to do with this is put a little bit more sauce on it. So I'll put it back with my meat. I'll put it back on the grill, just a little bit more. That's an option you have. If not, one time is good enough. But that's like another coating of sauce. You want to get that thick caramel-like sauce on there. It's awesome. That's how I like mine, so I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit more, and then it's time to eat. All right, guys, that concludes our video for the advanced version of the barbecue beef brisket. For more videos, check us out at TigerChef.com, or actually just click subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.